So if you're starting out on keto and you're like, what am I gonna eat? What should I shop for? This is the video to watch because these are my top 10-ish. And I say 10-ish because some are grouped. Top 10-ish keto groceries to buy. And welcome back to Keto Changed My Life. I'm so excited about this video because I'm talking about my top 10-ish keto staple. I've been getting this question a lot from people. What do I shop when I want to get started on keto? And this is the list to watch. Anyway, these are my shopping preferences. So let's get started. The first thing, of course, because keto is a high-fat diet, is your fats and oils. So I'm doing a healthy keto. There's multiple versions of keto out there, but I'm doing a healthy keto where I'm focusing on eating the best sources of food out there. So organic products, pasture raised, grass-fed meats, wild-caught fish, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go through a list of some of the things that I do purchase and I do have every day on a regular basis in my house. So for the healthy fats and oils, olive oil is key. So an extra virgin olive oil. As long as it's organic, I'm not really picky about the brand that I get, but I love olive oil. I use it to cook everything that I eat, basically. Another fat that I use is Kerrygold pure Irish butter, and I get the unsalted one. This is really good butter if you're looking for butter that's from it's made with milk from grass-fed cows, and that's why I like it. So if it's made from grass-fed products or pasteurized products, you want to stay away from overly processed fats and oil. My third go-to oil is coconut oil, and this is Simply Nature's organic coconut oil. I like the unrefined and cold pressed because it has that natural coconut smell. I don't like the coconut oils that have been filtered off the smell. I don't know what the term to use for that is, but yeah, like smells good, smells like coconuts. That's what I love. That's what I use. The next category is my eggs. I love eggs, always loved eggs. Eggs are like a #1 keto staple if you're not eating vegetarian, I guess, or if you can handle eggs. Eggs are like my go-to keto staple. I eat eggs every day. I eat 2 eggs a day, usually, if I can. Most days, I'd say 5 to 6 out of the 7 days a week, I'll eat eggs. And for my eggs, this is the Giving Nature brand, but what you're looking for when you shop for eggs is free range. You want them to be organic. In terms of the price point, they're usually higher in price point. And that's another thing that I've come to love about doing keto is because I'm doing keto with intermittent fasting, I'm eating less. So I'm able to pick better quality products than before when I was constantly eating. So I was like, whatever I can grab and eat, I'll eat just to fill my stomach up. But now that I'm doing keto and intermittent fasting, my appetite I'm not as hungry, or I'm not having the cravings that I used to have before. I eat good quality foods and I eat 2 small meals a day. The next thing that I eat on keto is either a bacon or a sausage. So my 2 meals consist of a breakfast, which I eat later on in the day, and quote-unquote dinner. So for me, I always like to have that feeling of having some eggs, some bacon, some sausage. So I try not to cut off the breakfast part, but I'll push it back to like 5 or 6 p.m. That's when I usually start my first meal. And then I eat my second meal 4 hours later. Okay, so for bacon, you want to do sugar-free, because one thing I realized when I started on keto, I wasn't really paying attention to food labels. Almost 90% of foods out there have sugar in them. So I didn't know that they put sugar in bacon, and once I started keto, I found out that there's sugar in bacon. So you want to do sugar-free, uncured bacon. And this is from North Country Smokehouse. I got this from Whole Foods. The brand really doesn't matter. Just as long as you're picking organic, sugar-free, uncured bacon, you're good to go. And then I usually do either, I alternate. I'll do my eggs every day, and then I'll alternate between hot dogs, sausage, or bacon. So I don't have any sausage today. I ran out of sausage, but I do have hot dogs. So I'll do 2 eggs and a hot dog and an avocado and maybe some tomatoes for my first meal. And then the next day I'll do 2 eggs, 2 slices of bacon, avocado, maybe some spinach or something. I try to switch it up. For my hot dogs, I'm doing uncured beef hot dogs. You want them to be no nitrates, to have no nitrates and nitrites, and that's for all, for the bacon, for the sausage, and for the hot dogs. They're made with 100% grass-fed beef. And that's what you're really looking for. I'm loving the process of doing keto because I'm coming to realize that you are what you eat. So I've become more conscious about what I'm picking up and putting in my mouth. Let's move on to the next thing. We're still in the protein category. I love grass-fed, 100% grass-fed beef, ground beef. And I eat that a lot. I make burgers from it. I make like a minced meat type of stew from it. There's many different options. So this is organic, 100% grass-fed ground beef. It's 85% lean and 15% fat. If you can find something that has 20% fat content, because if you want to reach your keto macros of 70 to 75% fat, what I do is I try to, instead of adding so much of the extra butter and all these other fats, I try to do natural fats from the meat and the proteins. Proteins have a good source of fat, so if I can get a higher fat meats and fish, that's what I usually go for. And I want to get my fats from their natural state as much as possible versus adding extra fat. And when I'm adding extra fat, I'm looking for the best quality fats to add. Next, we have Alaskan sockeye salmon. The key with seafood, it has to be wild caught, always wild caught. You don't want to have the farm raised type of fish. It's not healthy. There's so many studies out there of how those fish farms just don't do a good job with raising the fish to a good quality. So, and wild caught fish it just tastes better to me. So yeah, I love salmon. This is like my go-to fish because it just tastes good. It has a nice fatty content. I usually saute this with some garlic, some onion, and some butter. And then for the protein, last protein that I usually have is organic free-range chicken. You want it with the skin on for that extra fat, that natural fat. So I usually have mine skin on. So the next category is my nuts and seeds. I love sunflower seeds. I throw this in my salad. I have a bag of salad a day. So I'll throw a couple of nuts and seeds in there. Another great nut is pecans. Pecans have a 1 to 3 protein to fat ratio, and that's why I love them. They taste great. They go well in my salads or just as a snack if you want to snack on something in between your meal or something. This is a good source of nuts. You can also do almonds. Almonds are really very good. And next, I love vegetables. I eat a bag a day of vegetables, of salad. So my key is half of my vegetable cooked and half of my vegetable raw. So I'll do a bag of salad, but I'll also do a small side of salad that's cooked, maybe some broccoli or some cauliflower rice. but I love spring mix. Usually what I'll do is I'll take some spring mix and some baby spinach and mix it up, eat half and half of this bag in one day, and then eat the other half the next day. I also love kale. Kale is like my go-to. Sometimes I'll throw it in. I try to mix up my salad, make my own little mix, and I make sure that I eat a bag of salad a day. And then another go-to keto favorite of mine is rice cauliflower. I love rice cauliflower. This is like my version of rice. I love rice, so this is as close to rice as I can get. I love this. I make this almost every day. This is from Trader Joe's. It's pretty cheap. It's not expensive. They have many versions of it. They have their freshly riced bags, but I like the frozen bags because you just throw them in the freezer and just grab them and go whenever I'm ready to have one. I also love kimchi. Kimchi is Korean fermented cabbage. I love it. I've tried some really cool recipes with it. Maybe one day I'll post some recipes that I use kimchi with. But I love the fact that it's fermented. It's a great source of nutrients, and the macros are really good when you're trying to, if you are on keto. All right, well, almost done. I love bone broth, and I love this particular bone broth from Trader Joe's. It's organic beef bone broth, and the reason why I love it, I've tried a couple of brands, and I love this Trader Joe's brand because it tastes more like the actual bone broth that you can make at home. The only thing I add to this, I usually warm it up in a stovetop. I add a little Himalayan pink sea salt to it, and it's just delicious. It's good. It's a good source of vitamin D. It has calcium in here, iron, potassium. It tastes amazing and helps you get those electrolytes in. All right, now for the fruits. I love berries. So on keto, if you're on keto, you know you want fruits with a low glycemic index, low glycemic load, and low insulin index, and that's your berries. And last but not least, avocados. Hey, we love avocados. I love avocados. They are such a good source of fats, and they have lots of B vitamins, an amazing source of potassium. So this is my go-to fruit when on keto. I eat this every day. Avocados are nostalgic to me because I grew up eating them. My grandma had a huge farm, and she used to grow avocado. She had a couple of avocado trees. So I love these. I've always eaten these. I will always eat these. They are expensive, and I'm good at shopping, so I usually know when to get them and how much to get them so that I have enough before the next sale. So maybe I'll share that tip with you guys in another video. And I hope you guys were able to gain something from this video. If you're starting out, if you're a keto beginner, please comment below and let me know what your favorite keto staples are. What do you always have in your house, in your fridge? Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and